So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is for you. For me, despite what that clock says on that dash, it is 10 to 2. Obviously, I've not ridden this bike since we put the clocks forward. So the clock on this is an hour behind. And I'm in Wilnica. I'm off to Sutton's to go and get the fork seals done. I've not edited them. I've not edited the two videos. But yeah, long story. Fork seals are gone, and I've had to wait just over a week for them to get me in. So I'm off there now. I'll probably be there about an hour and a half. I'll have a nosy at the bikes downstairs, as I always do. Have a couple of cups of coffee. And I think Graham said he might turn up. Oh God. So yeah, so it's pretty much like this all the way up to fucking Sutton. So I thought, well, at 23 miles an hour, there's not going to be much wind noise, so we'll do a vlog. And as you can see, I do have a tank bag now. Literally came just as I came out, and it's the SW-Motech Enduro LT, and it's a strap bag, as you can, well, you might not be able to see, and then you just strap it down, one round the top yoke. Well, I've just put it under the frame, and then two that come down into under the seat, which I'll put photos on. So yeah, I was sort of giving that a quick test, and so far so good. Actually, I'm closer to Sutton's than I realised I was. So I'll continue this when I get out of Sutton's. Ooh, old Bill. Well, they're dealing with someone here, so they ain't going to be dealing with me. So that's me leaving Sutton's now. It's now 2:15. I think it's just took him over an hour, and that's taking the forks out, stripping the forks, pulling the seals out, putting the new seals in, rebuild the forks, put them back in and fill them up with oil. And I say, yeah, it took him just over an hour. It's about £110 in labour. But yeah, okay, I could have saved myself £110 by doing it myself, but then there's the faff, and Sutton's are good. They've done me deals in the past, and I'll probably still get deals out of them in the future, and I'll if I'm in the market for a new bike, I'll always go to Sutton's first, see what they've got. But no, so as I was saying, I've got the SW-Motech LT Enduro LT tank bag. And I mean, coming over, I mean, I came up the for M42 up, and then up a quick blip of the A5 and in this way. And yeah, I mean, I've tightened the straps up a bit and tidied it up down there, and it's so far so good. All prepped for the Isle of Man, and just that in general. I mean, I was going to go straight to the duck, but nobody's going to be there, so I'm going to go home. Go home, crunch some numbers, and see about getting the top box ordered. But So I'm just about to jump on the A5 and then onto the M42. So I'll catch up with you when I go to not Sutton's, when I go to the Duck. I'll tell you what, it's bloody nice to have bloody oil in my forks, front forks again. Oh, you join me on the way to Bradley. It's now 20 to 5? Yes, 20 to 5. And yeah, it's not, I mean, it's nice to be back on the 500. I've missed this bike. As I said in the last video, I think I said it actually, I can't remember. But I've certainly been saying it when I've been talking about it, and that's, I love riding the Hartford, I really, really do. I love the way I can throw it into a bend. It's just, it's a different style of fun, but it's not the 500. It's not as comfortable. It's not as noisy. Doesn't sound, it's not as noisy, it doesn't sound as good. But yeah, so it's nice to be back on the 500 and I get to ride in good weather. And I had a quick word with the mechanic as I left actually. I just took my head in the workshop, and it's just shit got behind the seals, and it just gave in. I mean, it's done like 28,000 plus miles, so I can't really complain. And they've gone before I go to the Isle of Man, which is a bonus really. It means I haven't got to ride back fully laden on dodgy fork seals. What's the topic of today? I mean, this is a really simple topic, really. And it was one we were speaking about Sunday when we were out. And that's the implementation that they want to put speed limiters on new cars after a certain year. 2040s, I think. I can't remember, I'll double check and I'll put it on screen. And it's how stupid an idea that's going to be, because whilst okay, trucks and all that are on limiters, and this is what we were saying. A truck limited, all trucks I believe are limited to 56. And what happens when they're limited to 56 is you go down the likes of the A38, the A42, the M42, which are they're like dual carriageways and 2-lane motorways, and you'll get clogged up behind a bloody Arctic lorry in lane 2 trying to pass another lorry, and they just hold everyone back. Yeah, they get by and they are making progress, but it is at a slow rate. But if they implement that on cars, we're going to be basically faced with the same issue, especially if they find a way of setting the speed limiters to the speed limits of the road, which is I think what they were trying to get at. So I think this bit here is a 60. So if you set this at 60 and I'm following a guy doing 45, 50, I can't blip past him to get by. This is a bad example of a road, really, but say a straight bit of road. If the guy's going slow, you're going to be sat out on that side of the road, on the wrong side of the road, for longer than necessary. Which again is dangerous. I know the law states that you don't break the speed limit to pass a vehicle. That is the law, but It's one of them. It's law over, or not law over. It's the personal choice and opinion. It really is an opinion of doing something safer or doing it by the book. For example, the other one is, if you a set of traffic lights and an emergency vehicle appears, or you're near a set of traffic lights, you're not to go through the traffic lights. The moment you cross that white line, you've committed the offence, you've jumped the lights. Even if you're moving for the emergency vehicle, that's not, the law is you're not allowed to do it. But morally, that's the word, morally, you choose to do it. It's the same if I was to overtake down here. If he was doing 50 miles an hour, in fact, we'll try it. There's a 60 down here. He's doing 47, 48. Yeah, I flipped up to 69 to get by. I mean, I could have done it at 60, but I'd sooner be a bit quicker and being safer. And doing these limiters is basically, we're just going to have that truck scenario all over again. And then the other thing is, if they do implement a way, if they limit you to the road, to the speed limit of the road, then they have to either find a way, and I know Tesla sort of do this, of either having the car be able to read the speed limits, or pre-programming via some sort of wireless, so probably a SIM card, so you can access a network of some degree and get up-to-date information. But then if they do road work, so they change the speed limit on the road, so they lower it, like on the M1 for example, when I picked this up from Electricity Gardens, I can't remember between what set of junctions, but there was about 3 junctions. The speed limit all the way it was 50 miles an hour. Now the speed limit on the motorway is 70, so if you've got your car's computer reading 70 and this system is to stop people from speeding, if it's not been updated, then what's going to happen is you're going to get everyone going, well, you're not going to get everyone, but people are going to go blowing through the 50s at 70 mile an hour. Well, I'm going uphill, mate, my right away. Bastard. So it's going to defeat the purpose. I think it's stupid, personally. And me, Graham and Rob, and I think Nige even said the same. There is cars currently on the market which you can set a speed limiter on if you choose to. There was a guy on YouTube, I can't remember which driving school it was a driving school, and he was demonstrating with his car setting a speed limiter to 20 miles an hour, and he was demonstrating that it's very easily done, and that if he wants to overthrow that limiter, he can, by simply putting his foot flat to the floor. And say they introduced this system where if you put your foot flat to the floor, that is going to then teach people to drive flat out everywhere. What happens if you overthrow that limiter? How quickly does it bring you back down? Is it a slow over time? Is it a sharp pull back down to speed? I mean, I know, from what I understand, it's a very early on in that whole development, but it's all things that need looking at. I think it's a European law, and don't turn around and go, Brexit, we won't be in the EU, because you know for a fact it's going to happen. We'll get lugged with the same vehicles. They ain't going to make them special for us. But unfortunately as well, don't think again, because I'm on a bike, that this is going to apply. Apparently they want to do it to bikes as well, which I think is even more downright dangerous. I've been in situations where I've been going down the road and I've had a showing up my backside, and I've sort of had to, or I've had to pull away quickly. And this is the other one. This is the big off-putting one for me. Is I want to pull away quickly. In the process, yes, admittedly, you do tend to end up breaking the speed limit because you accelerate away quickly. And there's nothing wrong with accelerating away quickly. It's perfectly legal. Because your only issue is when you break the speed limit. And sometimes it you go for a gap and you're there and you're like, oh, okay, that gap was more than I thought, so you whack the throttle on. What are you doing, dickhead? But what's going to happen is with these limiters, say you're in a 30 zone, you'll go to accelerate onto a roundabout or a junction, your limiter will kick in. Once that happens, you'll be slowed right down and you can very well possibly end up causing a crash. As I said, it's a stupid idea. Again, as I said, I believe I've not done a great deal of research, if I'm being honest, and I'll throw any corrections up, and that's it. Let me know what you think. Are you like me? Do you think this is a dumb idea, or are you going for it, mate? No, it's not. Are you with the people that want to implement this law and think it's a good idea? Let me know. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe, take care, and goodbye for now.